Alright, what's up YouTube? You're gonna notice I look a little different today. Yeah, I'm sort of wearing a Tanjiro cosplay to celebrate 700 followers. And we're about to watch the top 10 Demon Slayer moments. Alright, so if you like these type of videos, make sure to let me know. And yeah, like and sub to the channel. Alright, let's get it. Alright, top 10 Demon Slayer moments. Huh. I mean, it's a pretty short anime. And there is definitely a handful of good moments. I don't know if I could come up with 10, but we'll see.
It didn't take long, did it? Kept afloat by a good
Oh
start,
yeah,
a
that's
nicely
like,
placed plot,
this
and
fight
some
scene's
UFO
definitely
table
like
magic.
1 or 2
I'd
for
say
me.
Demon Slayer broke through the barrier that
Does
keeps
the
anime
movie
series
count?
niche and transcended into the realm of pop culture and online memes. As we end the year,
Does the
many of
movie
us are
count?
eagerly awaiting the
I'm
movie
gonna
of
count the
Chronicle
movie
Demon
in
Train
the top 10
arc,
moments.
following up one of the series that I'd consider a breakout
Oh, hell
hit
yeah.
in 2019. As we rev up for the upcoming movie, we're here to relive some of the epic and dramatic moments and fights in Demon Slayer. Now, I don't want to keep you waiting, so let's just get started.
Oh, I remember that. That was episode 1, yeah.
We start off the list with the opening scene. The first episode's often the most important in anime.
Bro,
it's when you draw viewers
they
in and
didn't.
make sure they stay for the ride.
They
Now,
went
in my opinion,
hard on the
first
first episode.
Demon
Oh
Slayer
my
does
god.
that. Our hero comes home to a nightmare. Seeing his family slaughtered by demons is something that would surely haunt anyone for years to come.
Oh
What's
my
worse,
god, they
the
did
only
not hold back
survivor, Nezuko,
on the blood.
awakens as a demon just as Tanjiro tries to carry her to safety. With his own sister attacking him due
You think
to
he
her
should have kept the bun?
instincts, Tanjiro is saved by Tomioka. Resolving to kill Nezuko as she's turned into a demon,
Ah, that's why.
Tomioka is
Never mind.
stopped by Tanjiro, who immediately gets
But what if
knocked
he
down
does
by
he
the
still
superior
grow it
Demon
back
Slayer.
later on?
It's right after the unthinkable happens. Seeing her brother fall, Nezuko moves in, not to kill him, but to protect him from Tomioka. It's a new development for Demon Slayers, seeing a transformed demon somehow retain her familial instincts.
She looks so much
Nezuko's
like
a special exception,
older
and this
there.
leads to a possible breakthrough and pushes our hero to the start of an epic journey to transform his sister back into a human.
Final selection boss fight. Oh yeah, this was pretty lit. Not gonna lie.
The final selection boss fight deserves a spot on this list, and it finds itself at number 9. One of the key moments in most shonen anime is the first battle where our protagonist unleashes his soon-to-be mainstay power. The first Rasengan,
Naruto?
Tsuga Tensho, and release
Bleach?
of One for All are iconic moments in their respective
Sumash!
series. Of course,
Oh, yeah, that was pretty
Demon
lit
Slayer
scene.
is no exception. Facing an uphill battle due to his lack of experience, Tanjiro finally makes his breakthrough in this life or death fight. His reckless attacks are ineffective to the demon. After a suspenseful battle, Tanjiro releases his
Get out!
finally avenging Urokodaki's fallen students.
Get caught. Get caught. That was 3. This one? This is 8? I don't think this is like a top moment, but it is pretty cool how they like introduced them, I guess.
We have Muzan's first appearance. It goes without saying that a series villain has to make a lasting first impression. One look at Muzan and you already know that he means business. Michael Jackson jokes aside, Muzan looks the part of an intimidating and menacing main protagonist. Said to be the
They didn't have to throw that in.
Demons, it actually comes as a surprise that he was introduced as a direct counter so early in the series. He had short screen time then, but we immediately get to see what he's capable of. Blending in seamlessly among the crowd of people, he shows off his capability of creating demons, doing so right in front of our protagonist. Just as suddenly as he appeared, Muzan escapes detection, but we're sure that he'll be popping up to confront our hero sooner rather than later. For now, our hero has a long ride ahead of him.
Yeah, that's gonna be a banger fight when that happens. Battle against the swamp demon. Okay.
Next on the list is the battle against the swamp demons. For his
This was
first
cool, though.
mission, Tanjiro investigates a local town that's being plagued with mysterious kidnappings. It doesn't take long for the culprit, the swamp demon, to reveal himself. However, the kidnapper demon isn't alone. In actuality, there's 3 of them. Now faced with a numbers disadvantage, it seems that the newbie demon slayer is at his wit's end. That is, if he fights alone. But it turns out he's also not alone in this battle. Enter his little sister Nezuko, whom he spent the past couple of episodes protecting.
How dare you?
Nezuko joins the fight and helps protect
the hell?
Kazumi,
Did this guy just come off from watching Avatar?
It turns out that his little sister's also a capable fighter in her own right. The pictures and previews have been teasing it, so it came as no surprise that this moment cements Nezuko as one of the key fighters in the Demon Slayer team and will remain in a lot of fans' minds.
Oh my guy. Low key, he's my favorite character. Low key.
First impressions last forever, and if I were to give Zenitsu a score for his first one, it wouldn't be a good one. That's not to say I don't like him.
I like him.
It's just that he gets introduced as the staple goofy comic relief. As we've learned from shonen anime though, underestimating this type of character can have dire consequences. He immediately gets his time to shine in the arc he's introduced him. Inside the drum house, the cowardly demon slayer spends his time running from the tongue demon. After getting trapped by the demon, Zenitsu is terrified to the point where
I'm doing more watching than reacting.
When all looks doomed, Zenitsu gets up in a trance in which he unveils a badass technique of his own, the thunder breathing technique, and kills the demon in one attack, all while asleep.
But look how clean it is.
Where the goofy ones indeed.
First form. Oh, I want to get a sword now. I don't have a sword, unfortunately, with my costume. Oh. Woo! Just raining blood. Someone someone explain to me. They probably explain it later in the anime, but someone might explain to me like why he has to be like asleep in order to fight like that.
Having found unexpected demon allies, it's then that an assassin breaks through the house's invisibility technique and engages in battle. Now the battle begins and Tanjiro is on the defensive against the numerous balls being thrown at him. It takes a while before he finds the source of the ball's pinpoint accuracy. A second assassin that's been guiding the projectiles with arrows. Thankfully, he's got Nezuko on his side to go after the other demon.
The arrows? I remember watching this. The arrows look so like computer CG.
Only to find out that they're
just
not
look at it.
members
I
of
don't know.
Muzan's elite
It bothers me a little bit.
their strength. Overall, it is a
Not that
nice
much.
fight though, and also features the cool moment of Nezuko playing Kimari with her opponent. That also reveals that Tanjiro's little sister's been growing even stronger on her own as time
Nezuko,
goes by.
Tanjiro.
Coming in at number 4 is the battle against the Spider Demon Mother. Tanjiro's group are greeted by an unpleasant sight at Mount Natagumo. They discover that demon slayers
I totally forgot how like
each other inside the forest,
she looks like Kaguya.
themselves.
Throughout the whole
Now,
anime,
it doesn't
they
take long before
honestly
Inosuke
this
locates
anime
the
like
source
really
of the
pulls on your
problem,
heartstrings,
a
man.
spider demon that has the ability to control others.
Every
like
arc,
puppets. The battle
it just
also
makes you feel
allows
some type of
Tanjiro to
way.
get to the demon mother and finish her off with water surface slash. As the spider demon mother dies, she warns Tanjiro that one of the 12 demon moons, Muzan's elite demons, is on the mountain. This fight is a good way to start the new arc. Battles against puppeteer-type enemies are hard to write, but this one's of the right length, has enough twists and developments, and shows off the power of the Tanjiro-Inosuke tandem. If there's a fight that gets the audience hyped for the next phase of an arc, this has got to be one of the better ones.
Oh, this was badass. He literally killed all of them.
At number 3
except for
is
one.
Muzan's massacre at the end of the anime series. Personally, I consider the Mount Natagumo arc the true climax of the anime. What
Same,
follows
I
is
do too.
mostly an arc for the characters to wind down and take a momentary break from the next
That
major
arc
set of
is
battles.
definitely
Even
like
then, the functional
what
recovery
makes me
arc
think
gives us
of
a memorable
Demon
scene
Slayer.
featuring
Like when I think of
Muzan
Demon
and
Slayer,
his
I think
underlings.
of that
Muzan
arc.
makes one more last appearance before the end
And
of
then
the
everything
series
else
in
is
the
like, you
form
know,
of a woman.
resting and
Citing Rui's death,
training,
Muzan decides
basically.
to disband the lower order of his elites. What follows next is something I didn't see coming. Instead of just disbanding the order of
Goddamn.
demons, Muzan slaughters them, with the exception of Enmu. Seeing potential in Enmu, Muzan spares the last remaining lower moon. What a cold-blooded bad boss indeed.
So does he not turn
As
into
for
Michael
Enmu,
Jackson
though, This
anymore?
is definitely not the last you'll see of him. Watch the upcoming movie to find out.
Okay, if this is number 2, and I know what number 1 is. I know what number 1 is. Wait, never mind.
Continuing
They didn't
with
include the movie in
countdown,
this
we take a look
countdown.
at the appearance
Rip.
of the Demon Slayer pillars in Mount Natagumo. Sensing that something's gone amiss in the mountain, two of the Demon Slayer elites get sent to Mount Natagumo. One of them is a familiar face, Gyu Tomioka, and he's flanked by a female pillar, Shinobu Kocho. They intervene in the Mount Natagumo events and make an immediate impact. Shinobu makes her way west and saves the poisoned Zenitsu, showing off her beautiful and graceful battle techniques in the process. As for Tomioka though, he encounters Inosuke and saves him from another spider demon.
And I like how, like,
the enemy that Inosuke's
you know,
been
like, after,
struggling
like,
against isn't even
fights
one
in
of the 12
animes,
moons, he sidelines the hot-headed
like
boar
sometimes
as he
they
moves
don't
on to
get
deal with the
injured,
greater
or
threat
they get
himself.
injured and then like they
Obviously,
heal
this
right away
appearance
the
wouldn't
next
be the
arc.
last we'd see of him
I
in
like
the
how,
arc.
like,
It's fortunate for Tanjiro's
it kind of
group
like
that
sort of
help in the form of these elites is on the
makes
way,
the injuries
as
that they
I'm
endure
positive
during a fight
we
like
would have been wiped out
like
without
it,
them.
it's like stretched out. You know what I mean? They don't just heal just like that. Damn, one cut. This part gave me goosebumps when I first watched it, man.
Triumphing as the #1 moment in Demon Slayer is the climax of the Rui battle. What else did you expect to be #1? Now I doubt a lot of scenes.
I could think of something that tops this.
The crowning highlight of the entire adaptation. Few scenes.
But definitely this is the highlight of the whole season. 100%.
And the climax of the battle against Rui is one of them. It's a scene that not only sees
I got
Tanjiro
goosebumps when I saw the
final
flames. I was like,
form
oh
of
my
water
god.
breathing, but also unveiled Dance of the Fire God. That, along with Nezuko unlocking her own demon blood art, turns the tides on the seemingly infallible Ryu. Backed with godly animation and music, this scene made one hell of a statement, pulling in the attention of the entire internet to this cool new show and making fans out of a lot of us.
Agreed, agreed. I just got goosebumps again.
And with that, we end the list. It feels good reminiscing about one of the epics
It
of
does.
2019, doesn't it? The
It does. I do
anime
miss
reads the
Demon
manga,
Slayer,
and I'm
man.
surprised by a lot of the future developments that the series has in store.
Can't wait for
Here's
it to come
getting
back.
The second season after the inevitable success of the movie. Are there any other key moments that you feel should have made the list? Feel free to make your thoughts known through the comment
Rengoku.
section. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video.
Alright,
I'd
guys.
really appreciate it. I'll see you next
Thanks for
time.
watching the top
I'm doing
10 Demon
cheers.
Slayer moments. Let me know if you agreed with it or not. I feel like they could have added Zenitsu's fight with that spider, that other spider thing, to this, but eh. Alright, guys. If you like my reaction, make sure to like and subscribe. Alright, peace.